the locket. Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres's most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Though Claude is quite intrigued by the dark developments at his school, an urgent message soon arrives from House Goneril at the eastern edge of the Leicester Alliance.
Welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
That was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shape-shifting.
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
They
Those
are.
powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where did these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
And now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
So yeah, welcome back to Three Hopes.
Hey there. Got a second?
Something wrong?
There's no nice way to dance around this. Are you sure you don't know Tomas?
I already told you I don't.
Okay. It's not like I suspect you or anything. But it does make me wonder where you're from originally. Who knows? Maybe there's some mysterious clan out there with shape-shifting powers. And maybe they banished you when you were little and you don't remember it. It's possible, right?
I suppose.
Well, my early years are pretty hazy. But while it's not completely impossible...
Hey, I'm sorry. You know what? Don't worry about it. I only ask because people here also see me as something of an outsider. Guess I got a little ahead of myself. Maybe I was just excited to meet a kindred spirit.
You're an outsider?
There you are, Claude. You must come quickly. We have an urgent message from House Goneril.
Sure thing. Why don't you tag along? I'm not sure what House Goneril wants. It can't be good.
Okay. So yeah, last time we found out about Tomas much earlier than we do in Three Hopes, Three Houses.
And with the biggest army since Fodlan's Locket was completed.
Fodlan's Locket.
My brother's preparing to intercept them, but he's outnumbered big time and needs all the help he can get.
House Regan stands ready. But we can't expect my grandfather to lead an army, so I guess it falls to me. I wish I knew what the other Alliance lords will do, but there's no time to call a round table.
I have no doubt my father has already leapt into action, though I will likely be the one who ends up on the front lines.
House Ordelia is close, so I like to think we've already sent reinforcements. Sadly, I expect little help to come from my adoptive father. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I actually have a different favor to ask Margrave Edmund, but we can chat about it later.
Okay.
I don't understand the reason for this sudden act of aggression. If this really is the biggest army since Fodlan's Locket was completed, that's a century's worth of battles.
Maybe the Almyrans figured it's now or never, since the Empire and Kingdom are wrapped up in their own problems. I mean, we're pretty much the only students left around here now.
Yeah, I heard something about a coup in Enbar and a revolt in Ferdiad.
Those must be the other stories.
Serious problems that don't directly affect the Alliance. And even if word of Fodlan's troubles has reached the Almyrans, it doesn't follow that they'd start a war.
Well, that's assuming they have all the information, which seems unlikely. If all they heard was something vague like war in the capitals, it might make them more likely to invade.
Do you truly think so?
Let me go with you. Maybe I can help.
Hey, we need every sword hand we can get. Welcome aboard.
And you'll have me.
Hey, Shamir.
The name's Shamir. I'm a knight of Saros. The bulk of the knights were dispatched earlier to bring down Tomas. And the rest of us fanned out to the kingdom and imperial capitals.
Yeah, I was worried they might have been deployed already. How did we end up with you?
The church may not be able to lend you an army, but they won't turn a blind eye. I'm here because I'm the best woman for the job. My arrows will make short work of Almyran wyvern riders.
So we get to see what the knight's best archer can do with the bow? I won't say no to that. I'll be counting on you as well.
It certainly sounds more interesting than staying here and twiddling our thumbs. And besides, who knows what will become of the academy in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. I'm in.
Alright. Iron Army's practically at our doorsteps. Better talk to the others to calm my nerves. Alright. So, we've got a big conflict started, and as they implied, there's a big conflict in each different house's story at this point.
Hold on.
You're the ex-merc who enrolled in the academy, right? Yeah, the name's Chez. Good to meet you.
Hold on.
Alright, sorry about that. Distractions. You must protect the mistress. I was dispatched by Margrave Edmund, normally exempt from having to supply troops, but this was an exception.
In short.
Though we command but a few force, we safeguard young mistresses at all costs. I think he's talking about, yeah, Marianne over here. Oh, goddess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are you okay? You don't have to force yourself to fight if you're worried, you know. Oh, but I couldn't face my adopted father again if I did that. Hey, Hilda. Ugh, I thought I was finally going to be free from my brother for a bit, and here I am. So much for all the fun that we're going to have at school.
Hey!
I didn't realize school was fun. Oh, it is. Nothing but crying and laughing and dancing with friends of my own age. Ugh, I want to go back to the Officers' Academy already. I'd rather have known about her brother, but I want to ask the questions they want to hear.
I was thinking.
Duke Gonoro requested reinforcements from all of the territories a few appear to have gathered. As there are no large-scale wars in recent years, many of the various lords... Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Still, if the Kingdom and Empire send soldiers, we'd have no problem. Alas, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. We're looking at a tough fight here, make no mistake. If the Almyran army breaks through the throat, which granted is unlikely, the Alliance will be in a world of trouble. I wonder if Claude really appreciates the seriousness of the situation.
Let's see.
I think the guy's perfectly aware and is just trying to put in a brave face to the troops. I mean, if he was running around and panicking, everyone else would do the same. Yes. Perhaps I will attempt to view the man in a more optimistic light. I think we'll soon learn if Claude has what it takes to assume the mantle of leadership.
You there.
I never fought the Almyrans before, though I hear they're barbaric, cruel people. Rumors claim that they've got hair all over their bodies and they have fangs sharp as daggers. It's terrifying to imagine what horrors might wait if they were to capture you. why did I even come here? I'm going to be useless.
Oh, hey.
Come on, Ignatz. We came all this way, and it doesn't matter if... it makes sense if you start wearing now. Besides, if we allow Almyra to invade, who knows what will happen to our hometowns. Yeah, Leona's right. I'm going to give Almyra the thrashing of a lifetime to keep my little sis safe. You can say that all you want, but we're just commoners. We don't know the first thing about war. Hey, we trained at the school, remember? We'd totally fight these guys. Maybe, but I wish I was kind of experienced Shez does. Alright, this is just pathetic. Can you please talk some sense into him?
Let's see.
Look, if you go out there and do your best, just go out there and do your best. And if things get rough, there's no shame in retreating. Do what I can and run if things get too dangerous. Yeah, okay. I think I can handle that. No use in panicking when the enemy's at our door. We just have to go out there and give our best.
Well met.
Truth be told, I should have been in lecture in some classroom right about now. Can't believe this all came up right when I was about to start school. If it wasn't for bad luck, if I wasn't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Still, I volunteered to come here on my own volition, so I'm going to have to give this everything I have.
In actuality,
An Almyran presence appearing near Fodlan's throat is not all too uncommon. But with House Goneril requesting reinforcements from all corners, I cannot help but think we find ourselves in a situation most grave. What do you mean? House Goneril is ever the epitome of courage, and Leicester has been considered secure for as long as they've held the locket. So it must be a serious situation indeed if they are now willing to set aside their pride and ask for aid. Regardless, you are a commoner of no particular obligation to enter the dangerous battlefield. Are you certain you wish to remain with us?
Right on.
Yeah, fighting is sort of my job. I'm not worried. I see. In that case, I will not stop you, but caution you not to overdo it.
A moment, please.
Fodlan's throat is an impenetrable stronghold created by combining the might of three regions. Its keeper is the bravest warrior in all Leicester, Holst Sigswald Goneril. So though our forces may be inferior in number, the Almyran army is no cause for fear. And we'll see about that.
May I have a word?
After receiving news from Almyra's invasion, I recruited soldiers from neighboring lords to the western reaches of Leicester and hurried here with all speed. And though officers and troops of House Glossier are aiding us, the Count never had any intention of joining the fray. Love to complain, but giving the Count a bad impression would lead to all sorts of trouble later. Probably best to grin and bear it. Oh, and I have to keep an eye on the Count's son. There really is no end to my worries. I'm a relative of Baron Mueller, and my family's home isn't far from the throat. Heh, I could see your reaction that you're trying to remember who she even is. I'm guessing you don't know any but the five great lords, huh? House Mueller is a minor family nobles, and nobody's wedged in the countries of Regan and Edmund, territories of Regan and Edmund.
Right.
Nonetheless, I still want to protect Leicester just as much as any of the five great lords.
What are your thoughts?
Did you know that there's a whole town under Garreg Mach? A bunch of suspicious characters live there. They call it Abyss. I wonder what the folks there are really like. Church leave him alone, though, so he must not have been involved in the business of Tomas. Alright, Claude?
Oh boy.
Got all kinds of emergencies breaking out across Fodlan at the same time. And while I think it's just a coincidence, it makes me a little uneasy about the future. Uneasy, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that things aren't going to magically resolve just because we managed to fend off Almyra. We're on the same page there for sure. I just hope this pit in my stomach is something I ate and not no omen of the future. Can't help but feel that the events to come are going to be a massive impact on Fodlan. Still, if I'm worried, the others probably are as well. Do you mind talking to them? I already did. Thanks for talking to everybody. They're much more relaxed now. Won't be long until we're thrust into battle. Are you ready? Yep. God. Stuffy throat.
I gave you an order, Nadir.
These must be the bad guys. He looks like a bad guy.
You sure did.
Then explain why we remain on this side of the mountain staring at that wretched fortress.
Shahid.
Did I not command you to gather enough soldiers to push through?
Yes, and I did all that. We actually have the numbers advantage by some margin. But the enemy commander Holst is a born leader, and his men are bound to fight like demons.
I'm sorry. Are you suggesting some cowardly savage is a superior commander to me? The next king of Almyra?
Ah, the Almyran prince,
Not at
huh?
all, not at all. Merely pointing out that storming a fortress tends to be one of those time-consuming sort of things.
In which case, the current state of affairs proves to be exceedingly fortunate for you.
Oh?
As we speak, the Imperial household fights to hold power against the Empire's nobility, while the whole kingdom bickers over who should wear the crown. There will be no reinforcements here. Take whatever time you need.
I admire that optimism. But as I recall, the king instructed us not to attack yet.
That was before the situation changed. Father will hold me in great esteem for this. Mark my words.
If you say so.
Also, Khalid has been absent for a good while now. And I wager he's plotting some mischief. But once I've conquered Fodlan, it won't matter what folly he attempts. The throne will be mine.
Prince Shahid, enemy reinforcements have been spotted.
What? No matter. There can't be more than a scattering of them. Send in what's left of our troops and crush them all!
Okay. I guess they're talking about us.
Thank you for traveling all the way to Fodlan's Locket. I'm Holst Sigisvald Goneril, in command.
We finally meet Hilda's brother.
Claude von Regan. I've heard a lot about you over the years. We're here to help you hold the locket in whatever small way we can.
Ah, House Regan's new scion. I've heard a fair bit about you as well. I'm impressed you were able to scrape together this many troops in so short a time. Duke Oswald has clearly chosen his heir wisely. Also, I can't express my gratitude enough at seeing so many young people offering to serve.
Whoa! Look at the muscles on you! Your regiment must be epic!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Raphael Kirsten, by the way. Nice to meet you, Holst.
Do not address him so casually, you oaf. This is General Holst, one of the Alliance's finest and bravest warriors. Well met, General. My father sends his warmest regards.
So we're gonna fight alongside a famous general? Huh, no pressure there.
Yeah.
Yes, I know when I'm out of my league, and I am clearly way out on this one. Maybe I should go back to the monastery.
And I as well. Enough, both of you. This is no time to be cowards.
Tell them.
Our enemy's just over there. Are you gonna hide like field mice, or will you find some courage and fight?
My weapon stands ready. I want to see what Holst here is truly capable of.
Your classmates are a real colorful bunch, Hilda. I like them.
Thanks, Holst. But if we're all done catching up, we might want to focus on the enemy army that's headed right for us.
Yeah.
Oh, so they are. The sight of your forces clearly lit a fire beneath them. Fortunately, the locket is impregnable, which they'll soon discover the hard way. Good luck, all. I'm counting on you. To battle!
He's got a chin on him. I like his spiky hair. Drive back the Almyran forces. Allied base is captured. Right. Change unit for Marianne.
I'll do my best.
Change you for Ignatz.
I'll do my best.
Oh, everybody's here. Alright. Who do I want to control, though? Ignatz, Marianne,
I'll show you what I can do.
Raphael. Alright. Right. Shows can have this one. Raphael. I seem to be the only sword wielder. Don't have any battalions. You're a fighter already. Axes. Brawler. I don't think I can change any of these yet. So, let's get to the fight.
Crush the enemy. Reinforcements and all. Eyes on me. Today we pry open the gates to Fogland.
Are you ready to send these troublemakers packing? Because I have a plan that'll do just that.
Theoretically, I'm all ears. First, we need to do something about those soldiers closing in on us.
Everyone buckle up. This stronghold is crucial to our defenses, and we can't let it fall.
Alright. That's easy. Alright.
Got it. Time to make a name for
Go
myself.
over there.
Let's try and let's see how this
you.
goes.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Now there is nothing I cannot do.
Oh, there's nothing these muscles.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Alright.
Those Almyrans think they've got
That's magic.
a muscle? I'll show them muscle.
I'm with you.
No, not yet. Still fast.
Leone.
Time to make a name for myself.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I
You can. I'll do my best.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go. There's.
Alright.
Well fought, one and all. Now, perhaps the Alliance representative would like to fill us in on his master plan.
Right. Since the central approach is crawling with enemy soldiers, we'll start by capturing the strongholds to the north and south.
Take a break.
The drawbridges here can only be lowered from one side, so we should make sure it's safe by taking any strongholds in the vicinity.
Can I ask you to hold the center, Holst? You're the only one of us who can do it.
I'm here to help. Make use of me. Holst Sigiswald Goneril has entered the fray.
I'll fight too.
I shall trample all without exception.
Now die!
General Holst, we need help.
Hurry! We have to save our knights.
Fools, the lot of them. Strike them from this land.
Out of my way!
Alright.
All right, there's nothing these muscles can't do.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Well, if it isn't Nadir the Unstoppable, are you ready to settle the score? For the last time, it's Nadir the Undefeated, and I know you're doing that on purpose.
Keep your eyes on me. Take it down in one fell swoop.
It's your call, kiddo. But if you value your neck, I suggest you stay far away from me.
And here I was just thinking I'd give my fighting skill a test. If it looks like we can't handle you, we'll come up with another way.
I'm sorry. We just don't have what it takes.
Okay.
Let's try this.
Claude, go after this guy.
Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
Now it is my turn. There is nothing I cannot do.
Not a- I've got this.
Now, let us bring it down.
I won't lose.
I'll give it a try.
It's not over.
I'll cover you.
One stronghold down, one to go.
Mind their flying unit.
Alright.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Alright, you're almost done with you.
Not I've got
Look at
this.
you.
I'm going ahead. All right, there's nothing to.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
Now there is nothing I cannot do.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
use arrows.
Well, that's definitely working. Keep it up. You will not defeat me so easily.
Now, let us bring it down.
Raphael.
Got it.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself. Got it. Got it.
Actually, you two
Time to make a name for myself.
Let's try this.
head to
Let's see how
here.
this goes.
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles.
Not a I've got this.
You can count on me. I'll do. Let's take it down at once.
I need your help.
If you would like, maybe.
I'm ready whenever you need me. Let me paint you a picture.
Hello. Nadir is here.
I'm souring on this whole affair, but if it's a fight you want, I'm your man.
Sounds like Nadir could probably be coaxed off the battlefield. I mean, unless you really want to have a crack at him. Those troops at the center don't exactly have the highest morale. Once they realize we've got them flanked,
This is looking grim. Sorry, Prince Shahid, but we're losing ground. I'm falling back. Next one.
Alright.
Never said you could retreat, Nadir. Enough! All remaining troops, attack!
Alright. I don't know
Now
why
it
this
is
guy's
my
over
turn.
here.
There is nothing I can't.
All right,
Raphael.
here I go. There's nothing these.
You can count on me.
Cynthia.
I'll do my best.
Not a problem. I've got this.
let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
You see? Things are looking up already. Now we just have to go after their general.
They're scattering like leaves. Claude's strategies really are cut above. I'm with you.
That was close. My thanks for your aid.
Good thing we made it in time.
Alright, I can't make
Holding
that.
our troops back. Deploy them now! All of them!
Alright.
Okay, time to attack.
This stronghold will fall.
Get the messenger.
Get away.
That is the end of their messenger and the reinforcements.
Got you.
I'll give them a fight worthy of a king. Charge!
feel like I've grown.
I wonder. I was just deep.
A key location is in danger.
If you would like, maybe.
I'm ready whenever you need me. Let me paint you a picture. Thank you.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Alright, here I go!
Alright.
Now it is my turn. I will show you what I am made of.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see.
Please, excuse me. Is
Ow.
Leave it to me.
Hit them hard and fast! Progress looks good.
Alright, okay.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Not a problem. I've got this.
got it. Time to make a name for myself. You can count on me. I'll do my best. Please, is this okay?
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Alright. I've got to run back to, get the chest. It's quite a trip. Wish I had flying units. Good, those two defeated their targets. Just defeated a wyvern rider. All that for an exam seal.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
You can count on me. I'll do my best.
Not a problem.
Shez.
I've got this.
Please, is this okay?
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this through.
Leone.
Got it. Time.
Okay, can't go that way.
I think this will go well. I'm prepared to see this.
Please, excuse me.
Everyone else is doing most of the work while I'm running back here for treasure chests. Almost back, though. Halfway there.
Not a child.
I shall aid you.
Alright. Nostro Ramadan. Is there anything left? No, it doesn't look like it.
There's nothing.
Now we have the enemy surrounded. Brilliantly played, young Regan.
Follow my lead.
Yahoo! I'm ready. Now watch me flex. Did you see that? My muscles always win the day.
They got behind us? Those impudent worms! Fine then. I'll put them in the ground myself!
No, you won't.
There's nothing.
Alright, we're almost done.
You
Shahid.
stand in the presence of Shahid the Great, next king of Almyra.
Yeah, you didn't die. Like, really badly.
Insolence! I thought I recognized you. You look just like my horror of a little brother.
Then for your brother's sake and my own, it's time to put you in your place.
You fight well for a pack of brutes.
Still bulking up.
No! I won't lose to these rats! Insolence!
And bye-bye. Good job, Raphael.
How dare you challenge me!
I would make my escape if I were you. You're not gonna like what comes next.
You swine! Turn that loathsome face from my sight! In every way, you remind me of my wretch of a brother! I will be the end of you one day. I promise you that!
Kind of look alike, actually.
Shouldn't we go after him?
Nah. At the end of the day, he's still royalty.
Oh.
The last thing we need is some army tromping in here trying to avenge him, you know?
Good point. Alright. Everyone's getting a level.
Gotta keep aiming.
Still bulking up.
Fail.
I feel like I've
Nuts.
grown.
I wonder how much
There we are.
stronger I can.
Orange.
Nobles
cell when I need to.
Well, Claudius mastered fighter. I can get him to some kind of archer.
Getting stronger.
I had this power within me all the while.
I think it's making sense now.
Another trick up the old sleeve.
Can't wait to see it in action. I have this talent hidden away.
Alright.
We did it! We won! We held the locket.
Honestly, I expected more of a struggle.
For some reason, the Almyrans just didn't have the fight in them. If they were serious about beating us, we probably would have found our backs against the wall. What matters is that we're safe, and no one from our house was killed.
Thanks to Holst. He was out there taking on thousands of soldiers all by himself.
I don't think it was actually thousands, although I agree, it was an impressive sight.
Yeah, well, give me a couple years and I'll be swatting down tens of thousands.
Getting attached to
If you're
Leone.
setting the bar at Holst, I guess I'd better aim high too. I mean, being a fellow merc and all.
Kinda nuts to think the Almyran prince personally led their army against us.
From what I've heard, he's vying with the others for the throne. That kind of motive makes people dangerous. We'd best stay on our toes.
You think? I felt like we did a pretty good job of slamming the door in his face just now. If it's a throne he's after, we just kicked him a little further away from it. An embarrassing loss like this ought to deter any other siblings from trying the same stunt.
If they're reasonable people, which is a big if, you should trade places with my brother for a while and see how fun it is to keep chasing the Almyrans away.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry.
Huh?
We let House Goneril do all the heavy lifting, which isn't fair, and it isn't how you lead. On behalf of my house, I apologize.
Oh, right. I forgot you're technically representing your grandfather here.
You came through with speedy reinforcements, and for that, I'm grateful. Also, Margrave Edmund showed me your budget for restorations to the locket. I hear you personally intervened to make sure the funds were secured. Very thorough and very helpful. Between that and your impressive tact on the battlefield, the Alliance will be in good hands once you take the reins.
Hey, it's an honor to be accepted by a man as valiant as you. I think we'll get along just fine.
That we will.
Glad to hear it. So now that the battle's over, I want to feast until I burst. Come on, let's all go toast to Lester's bright future.
Agreed.
Ooh, I'm so stuffed I can barely move. That Holst sure knows how to throw a party.
That's for sure. The nobles would treat us to a meal every now and then back when I was a merc. It was never anything like this. Thanks for arranging it, Lord Future Leader.
Come on, don't call me that. We're just classmates. Actually, you know what? I take that back. We can do better than classmates.
What do you mean?
You were gonna
Once we're
propose
done
or
with
something?
the Officers Academy,
Oh.
I was thinking you might join me in Leicester for a while. I may have Regan blood, but I grew up about as far from nobility as you can get. I tend to get the full "who's this upstart" treatment around Leicester, so I could use someone reliable at my side. You're hunting a band of mercenaries, right? Well, maybe we can leverage my family's influence to track them down.
That'd be nice.
And then you can do whatever it is you need to do.
Seems like a solid offer. Better than staying pent up in the academy at any rate.
Okay.
What I need to do is repay what's owed, and yours is just the kind of offer I've been looking for. So I'm in. Thanks.
Glad to have you.
As the representative leader of the Alliance, Claude narrowly defends Fodlan's locket from Prince Shahid and the Almyrans. But the future of the Alliance remains in jeopardy. Meanwhile, a power struggle breaks out in the capital of the Adrestian Empire. And a revolt over the right of succession takes root in the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
That's convenient. And that's the end of the prologue.
Golden wildfire to war. It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. Claude has inherited the leadership of Leicester and toils to unite the nobles in the region. With Edelgard ruling as Emperor of Adrestia and Dimitri sitting on the throne in Fargus, the three former schoolmates are striking out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. Edelgard declares war against the Central Church, causing the first tremor of a major upheaval.
I'll say.
Hey, thanks for coming. Sorry to make you wait. I couldn't get out of there any sooner.
You're looking kind of worse for the wear. Is running the Alliance really that rough?
Yeah, well, you know what they say. What doesn't kill you, but enough about me. How are things with you? Mercenary work keeping you busy?
Hardly. I came to Regan territory expecting steady work from your house, you know. But it still hasn't materialized. How's a merc supposed to make a living like this? It doesn't matter how much I train my sword arm if there's nothing to swing at.
Right. Sorry about that. I had a feeling your talents were going to waste here.
Oh, he had a feeling, did he? Where were those feelings while we were left high and dry for these last 2 years?
I've been getting by guarding the local inns and all, but I'm at the end of my rope here. You mind if I move on? I hear there's plenty of work in the south for someone like me.
Whoa, slow down there, friend. Why do you think I asked you here? I'm ready to make you an official offer.
Oh.
And there it is, just as I expected.
So war's coming then.
That's right. The new Emperor of Adrestia seems determined to bring a fight to the rest of Fodlan. And many along our southern border are worried she'll come after the Alliance. Hence, all these meetings to plan our response. Are you familiar with the Leicester Roundtable?
Not much. Just that it's a council held by some stuffy Alliance nobles.
That's basically it. The Alliance crowns no king and bows to no emperor. So instead, we just have a bunch of meetings when we want to get something done. Every last detail of Alliance policy and strategy has to be worked out and agreed upon by the 5 great lords at the Roundtable conferences. Day after day, we go round and round, arguing and bickering over this or that. And as each of the lords only truly cares about their own skin, we never actually reach a decision on anything.
No wonder you look like you've been put through the ringer. Guess being a noble's not all fun and games.
You could say that again. And while we sit around twiddling our collective thumbs, the Empire and their army could be right on our doorstep. Nevertheless, I'll find a way to convince the other lords that they need to commit to deploying their troops. problem is what happens after. Armies need commanders, and those commanders need to be exceptional warriors that we can rely on.
You're not gonna ask me to lead Alliance troops, are you?
You, my friend, hit the nail on the head. I want you fighting alongside me as one of the Alliance's commanders.
Hold on, I'm not a noble, though. I'm not even a knight.
Who cares about titles? Isn't this why you came here in the first place?
I came here to help you as a mercenary. I never thought I'd be commanding troops.
Look, you'll be well compensated for your efforts. And you can do this. I know you can. What do you say?
Sure.
Hey, if there's money to be made swinging the sword around, I'm there. My coin purse will be happy about it, too. Plus, it's not like I have anything better to do.
I knew you wouldn't let me down. I have high hopes for you, my friend. Now then, looks like I've got a contract to draw up.
Alright. I am now an official officer of the Leicester Alliance.
Who's here? It's been forever. Did you do something with your hair?
Nah, probably just lost some weight since you last saw me.
You must not be eating enough. Those arms are like chicken bones.
I imagine you've been doing a lot of mercenary work. You probably haven't had time for proper meals, what with the way things have been going.
Time's not the issue here. Money is. And it's been really quiet in the Alliance, despite what's been going on elsewhere. The last 2 years have been hard on us mercenaries. It's not easy to land jobs when there's nobody to fight.
Sounds like that's all gonna change at least. So, what are you all doing here?
At the last Roundtable Conference, each of the 5 Great Lords agreed to contribute soldiers and officers to the Alliance army. That's why I'm here. I'm guessing it's the same for you, Marianne? Yes. My adoptive father sent me.
I'm in the same boat. Count Gloucester arranged my transfer.
Oh, that's right. You're doing the whole knight thing for Lawrence's father now.
Raphael, didn't I hear your family started an inn? What are you doing here?
Claude sent me a letter asking me to come, and there was no way I'd miss this.
Same here. I guess Claude wanted to get all the golden deer back together, huh?
Where's,
That pretty much
Lawrence?
sums it up. There's no way I'm getting through this war with friends I trust by my side.
And there's Claude. Now our little reunion's complete.
Except for Lawrence.
Well, we are missing Lawrence.
Yeah, Count Gloucester sent one of his newest knights in Lawrence's place.
Really?
Yes. I suppose I should apologize for that.
Oh, talking about ignorance.
I have no doubt Lawrence has his hands full protecting the border right about now.
And I'm guessing you're not exactly thrilled to see me instead of my brother.
Oh, your
For the time
chest
being,
filled
I've
out.
asked Holes to see to our defenses in case Almyra decides to take another run at our borders. Besides, I'm not about to let the Empire see our best card on the first play. It's always been my plan to have you all here, and I'm sure we'll be reunited with Lawrence before long. After all, we'll be passing through Gloucester territory very shortly.
The Aramid River serves as the border between the Alliance and Empire. I imagine we'll want to fortify its banks and close off the Great Bridge of Murden. That is the plan. Yes, Claude?
That's right. There are many large bridges spanning the Aramid, but the terrain on the eastern bank is less than ideal. The Great Bridge of Murden is the only one suitable for crossing into the Alliance with a significant military force. So if the Empire is looking to attack us, blockading the Great Bridge will severely limit their options. Of course, that means the enemy will do everything in their power to take control of it. So, while I'm happy to see you all again, I'm afraid we don't have time to reminisce.
He's right. We need to get ready to move out.
Okay. Fail not owner. Frugal owner. Oh. Because I have certain things. Okay, so we're going to call it here. As soon as we're done talking to you. Tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it. Things are totally different compared to the small-time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. Probably means to expect a lot from you. More than your title implies, I would imagine. Okay.
That reminds me.
You should camp to something else. Did you see how many merchants we got?
How tiresome.
You finished sightseeing yet? I believe your employer is calling for you. Alright, so we're in base camp. We got Shamir. And temporarily parted ways with Lawrence. We're going to call it here. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. It always helps me out. And as always, have a good day and take care.